which is the head of the humerus, and then the saucer, which is our shoulder blade. It helps to keep that aligned when we do different range of motion, which could be internal, external, extended, forward, downward, all of that. So let's go ahead and explore a couple of movements on how to activate our rotator cuff muscles. Okay, so let's go ahead and activate our rotator cuff. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to stand up really, really tall. It's very important. Have a micro bend in your knees. You can also lift the toes up and then press the balls of your feet down, if that is okay. If not, you can firmly press your feet down as well, just micro bending your knees. We're going to stand up really, really tall. Go ahead and adduct your arm by taking your hands all the way out. You're going to go ahead and make a fist here. So taking your fist all the way out. Now the very important part here is we're going to start with the internal rotation. That means you're going to slowly start to rotate your biceps downward. Right, so again, moving your forearm is really easy, and it also gives you this illusion that you're going too far back, but you're going to rotate your biceps. So think about this bicep turning all the way down. So you're going to go ahead and slowly start to make a fist, extend your arms out, and then you're going to slowly start to rotate your bicep down. Now as you do this, you're going to arch your back. So make sure back is arched. Really good. The slower you go, the better it is. You're going to go back, arch your back. You're going to stay here, breathe in for 5. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. Let's do 2. Let's do 1. And then from here, slowly start to rotate externally. That means your fist is going to go all the way towards me first. And then you're going to go ahead and rotate all the way to the ceiling. And then you're going to go ahead and slowly start to rotate back. Now as you rotate back, you're going to slowly flexion, which means you're rounding forward slightly. Really good. So there should be a little bit of a rounding in your back. Really good. You're going to hold this for 3. Let's do 2. Let's do 1. We're going to go ahead and slowly switch that again. So you're going to slowly start to straighten out your spine. You're going to slowly start to rotate your arm internally. So again, biceps down. Slowly start to turn your fist out. And you're going to go ahead and arch your back. Really good. It's a gentle arch. Keep rotating it. Really good. And then from here, you're going to hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to slowly start to externally rotate, bringing your spine back to neutral. Keep rotating all the way up. You're going to externally rotate, which means your fists are turning back. And you're going to slowly start to round forward. There is a slight little rounding forward in your upper back. So it's a flexion. Really good. Let's go ahead and do that a couple more times. You're going to slowly start to rotate it inward. Again, remember you're moving through your shoulder. And then you're going to go ahead and arch back. Really good. And then you're going to hold this for 3, 2, 1. You're going to slowly start to go ahead and rotate it all the way up. And then next time when you do external rotation, your fist is going up. You're going to go ahead and round your back forward. Keep externally rotating for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're going to release it all the way down. You're going to take a big breath in. Sometimes when you do movements like this, it might feel like you're doing a lot, which you absolutely are. So this is the activation of your rotator cuff. Now I'm going to show you the same view from the side here, just so you can see it. We're going to do the same thing again. Again, standing up really tall, and then again, keep engaging your core. You're going to start by taking your hands all the way out. You're going to tee your arm. You're going to go ahead and make a fist. Remember, you're rotating your shoulder, right? So if you think about your bicep, it usually helps you rotate it, but if that is too much, just think about your shoulder. You're rotating. This would be inward, coming forward, and when you go out, that would be external rotation. Okay, so let's start. We're going to go ahead and go all the way out. Go ahead and make a fist. You're going to go ahead and slowly start to rotate it inward. So you're going to roll your shoulder inward. Keep rolling it. And you're going to slowly start to arch your back. Really good. You're here for 3, 2, then make sure if you feel any pain, the whole purpose of that is to just kind of like release it, and then also slowly start to strengthen and activate your rotator cuff. Another exercise that we're going to explore is called cuff isometric. So we're going to go ahead and basically isolate and then work with that adduction as we go ahead and slowly start to release any of the tension or pain that you might be feeling in your rotator cuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to stand up really tall. I'm going to come a little bit closer on this one. You're going to go ahead and, let's start with the right side. You're going to go ahead and bend your right elbow in this 90-degree angle. You're here just like this. Now, if you have another person next to you, they can obviously guide you. If not, you're just going to go ahead and use your imagination and move with the resistance, okay? So I'm going to show you the side view. You're here just like this. You're going to slowly imagine there is a person right next to you and they have your hand here just like this. So you're going to go ahead and push your right hand out to the right side. Again, keep that shoulder engaged. You're going to slowly push. Again, it's not a big movement like this. Obviously, we can just take it away like this, but you're going to try to make the movement as smaller as you can. We're here just like this, and you're going to slowly start to push. Push through your fist. You're going to feel that engagement in your shoulder blade. You're here for 3. You're going to hold here. Let's do 2. You're here for 1. You're going to go ahead and come back in. Again, it's a 90-degree bend. You're going to relax it. Make that fist. You're going to hold it here. Now you're going to go ahead and slowly push your fist forward. And again, remember, you're not going here just like this. You're working with the resistance. Now you can, one thing that I like to imagine when I'm doing this or I'm guiding my client to do through this is like, imagine there is a 30-40 pound dumbbell right here. And your job is to just push that dumbbell using your fist. Obviously, it's going to be very hard. So you are here, keep pressing it forward. You can see my elbow move a little forward. You're here for 3. You're here for 2. You're here for 1. And you're going to bring it back in. And it's relaxed, okay? We're going to go inward now. You're here just like this. It's pretty neutral. We're going to start by engaging it. And you're going to slowly start to go ahead and bring it inward. Really good. And then again, you're going to hold here for 5. Let's do 4. You're here for 3. Let's do 2. Let's do 1. And you're going to release it. Really good. Same thing. We're going to go backwards. Now watch my elbow. We're going to push back. This time the heavy dumbbell somehow went towards the back. It is right behind your elbow. And you're going to push back using your elbow, so you're going to push back. Really good. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to release it and then just let it go. So that was on our right side. You probably feel that engagement around your shoulder blade. So remember, there is 4 rotator cuff muscle, and alongside there is that tendons attached to each 4 of them. So it just supports your shoulder joint and then your shoulder blade as well. So you're going to go ahead and do everything on the left side. You're going to stand up really tall. We start with bending that left elbow in a 90-degree angle. So you're here just like this. Now once you're here, we're going to go ahead and go outward first. So you're going to imagine there is a 30-40 pound dumbbell, which is right on the outer side of your left hand, and you're going to push it out. Remember not to go too far out. You're here just like this. You're going to hold this for 5, 4. You're pushing through your fist. You're here for 3. Let's do 2. Let's do 1. And you're going to gently come back in, relaxing it. We're going to slowly go ahead and go inward. Again, take a big breath in. The dumbbell just kind of comes here this time. And you're going to use your fingers with your fist curled in to push the weight across your body, right? Again, don't go this way, because when you do this, there is no engagement here. You're going to keep it pretty neutral. You're here just like this, and you're going to go ahead and go this way. You're here just like this. You're going to slowly go ahead and push it in. You're here for a count of 5. You're here for 4. Keep relaxing that right shoulder. You're here for 3. Let's do 2. Let's do 1. And you're going to completely release it. Really good. You're going to go forward with the fist, and you can see how my elbow is going to come forward. You're here just like this. So the weight is here. You're going to push it with your fist forward. You're going to take it forward. You're here for 5, 4, 3. So imagine your shoulder blade is going into your spine for 2. You're here for 1, and you're going to release it. Now the elbow is going to shift back because the weight is right behind here, and you're going to push with your elbow. Again, don't do this exactly right, because yes, the movement is going back, but you don't want the hand to move some sort of pain in your shoulder or the range of motion is very limited, this is how you activate it and this is how you bring some sense of mobility back. You're here just like this. And you're going to slowly start to push back. The weight is right here. You're going to push back with your elbow. And then imagine your shoulder blade is caving in to your spine. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to go ahead and release it and then release it all the way down. So you want to do one more on the right, one more on the left if you can. So try to do it 2 on each side, and that would be it. We're going to move on to the next one. Now let's say you are a person who has this habit of like rounding forward a lot, so you have this like hunchback motion, or we call this a thoracic kyphosis in medical terminology. So if you have something like this, your head is leaning forward so much like this. So what it does is you're decreasing the chance of your rotator cuff to travel, right? So that you're decreasing the chance of that, which means the tendon that is in the rotator cuff, right? So the muscle that is connecting to the bone, that mobility becomes a little bit more increasing. So that's not safe either. So if you have something like this, now what you want to do is you want to work on the thoracic mobility, but at the same time, you also want to go ahead and fix this motion of your head coming forward. So what I would suggest in that circumstance, and I would lead you through this exercise, is more or less like a head forward movement. So what we're going to do is I tie my hair up just so you can see my cervical spine and my thoracic spine. You're here just like this. You're going to stand up really, really tall. You're normally standing here just like this. Now what you want to do is you want to go ahead and just lengthen your cervical spine. So just go ahead and slowly bring your chin towards your chest. You're not here yet. They're just slightly tucking in so you can really feel that length of your neck. Now from here, all you want to do is you want to just actively bring your chin towards your chest. And then you're going to lift your shoulder all the way up. So if you have a hyperactive trapezius, this is really good. You're going to bring it all the way up. And you're going to bring your chin towards your chest. You're going to hold this for a count of 5. It's going to look something like this. You're here for 4. Keep squeezing in. You're here for 3. Let's go ahead and do 2. You're here for 1 more breath. And then whenever you're ready for an exhale, you're going to slowly release it again, gently releasing it. Really good. So that was the elevation for your shoulder blade, which is your scapula. Now we're going to go ahead and do depression of your scapula or depression of your shoulder blade. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and slowly start to drop your shoulder blade down, and you're going to take your head forward as much as you can. Really good. But drop your shoulder blade down. So your shoulder blades are down, your trapezius are down. You can always imagine your hands are trying to touch the floor, and then keep taking your head forward. You're going to feel that nice little stretch. You're going to hold here for a count of 5. You don't have to rotate around. I'm just doing it to show you the posture. You're here for 4. Keep taking your hands down. Keep taking your head forward. For 3. Let's go ahead and do 2. You can see my head going forward. Let's do 1. And then release it. Really good. So you're going to do this movement, especially if you have that thoracic kyphosis or you have this hunch, you have overactive trapezius, you're here just like this. This will really bring some sort of mobility in your thoracic, but it will also help your rotator cuff a lot, so you're going to go ahead and do that. You can do this at least like 2 to 3 times, so make sure you're doing the elevation and then the depression, which would be pushing it all the way down. So 2 times would be good enough to start with, so you're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to move on to the next one. Now the position of your shoulder blade also matters a lot when it comes to your thoracic mobility, but also for your rotator cuff engagement, activation, and tear as well. So how do we fix something that is so anatomy based that we were kind of born with it, but over time we just kind of progressed into it, right? So a lot of the time what people have is like some people have their shoulder blade rising too up high, they're going to come too upward. Some people have it too down low, and then some people also have it too protracted, which is going a little bit outward away from your spine. So how do we fix that movement is what you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to go ahead and stand up really, really tall. Now you can do this against the wall. The wall is a much better option for this. Now I'm going to pretend that there is a wall behind me, so I'm going to show you just like this. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're 30-degree angle here, just like this. Now you're going to go ahead and if you have this ability, you're going to lift it even higher. Okay, if you don't, that's okay. Down here also works. Now you're against the wall, you're leaning against the wall. What you're going to do is you're going to slowly start to imagine your shoulder blade is caving down towards your rib cage. So they're depressing, they're going all the way down. You're here just like this. Now it's this slight little tucking in, if you can see, right? Now what you're going to do is you're going to slowly start to take your right hand high and then your left hand goes low. You're here like this. Now there is a lot of engagement. Remember, you're against the wall and then you're going to slowly go ahead and switch it. The slower you move, the better it is. And then you're going to go ahead and switch it. Really good. And then keep your core engaged as you do this. You're going to go ahead and switch. And then firstly, you can just go ahead and move just a little slowly, but you're not pausing. And then once you feel like, okay, I can maybe hold this for like 3 seconds, you're going to go ahead and hold here for 3. Let's do 2. Let's do 1. And you're going to go ahead and switch it. You're going to hold this for 3. Let's do 2. Let's do 1. One more time. You're here for 3. Let's do 2. Let's do 1. Woo! You're going to go ahead and switch it. You're here for 3. Let's do 2. Let's do 1. And then you're going to release it all the way down. So you're going to kind of move in this pattern here, but remember you're doing against the wall, which would be much more helpful than you're not able to just cheat as you move through this movement. And try to do this at least 4 to 6 of them. So this would be 1, this would be 2, 3, and then 4 again. Remember, we're not moving this fast, right? It's a robot arm, but we're not moving fast. There's a lot of control because you're moving through your shoulder blade and your rotator cuff. So the next movement that we're going to do is called 4S shoulder saver. So what we're going to do is we're going to stand up really, really tall. You're going to slowly start to take your hands all the way back. Imagine your palms are facing one another. You're going to take it all the way back. Now allow your hips to slightly lean back as well. You're in this nice little tilt here. You're going to take it back. You're going to imagine your palms are going to touch one another. You're here for holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then from there, you're going to slowly start to bring your hand all the way forward. You're going to take it all the way up. Essentially, the first round you're going to do where the wall meets the ceiling. If it's okay, you're going to take it all the way up. But for now, let's keep where the wall meets the ceiling. And you're going to go ahead and tuck your pelvic bone in, so your pubis bone in. You're here just like that. And you're going to go ahead and stay here. Notice your shoulder blade moving away. You're here for a count of 3. Let's do 2. Let's do 1. Again, we're going to slowly start to drop it down. Keep your hand closer together. You're going to take it back. Again, it's a slight little tilt. Your head goes forward. You're going to squeeze in. You're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're going to slowly start to take it all the way up. Again, tuck your pubis bone in. You're going to take it up. You're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you're going to slowly release it down. So you're going to repeat that 2 more times. So go back 1 more time forward, and then again back 1 more time forward. And that will like really help you where the positioning of your shoulder blade is. And you get to really play around with the mobility for your thoracic spine, which is again is always a good thing. Now this would be the last movement for this class. So what we're going to do is we're going to strengthen our rotator cuff. Now how do we do that without using any external weight? There are obviously ways how you can strengthen it with using external weight, but today I'm going to show you how to do it without using any weight as well. And like this is something that I would recommend you, especially if you are someone who is an athlete or you are someone who is having some sort of pain around your rotator cuff or like have a very limited range of motion. This is something that I would suggest that. So what you're going to do is you're going to stand up really, really tall here. You're going to slowly start to internally rotate your shoulder. So remember, bicep rotating, shoulder rotating. So you're here just like this. I'm going to do it sideways. I'm going to show you the frontal view as well. You're here just like this. You're going to slowly turn your palm back. Now rotate your shoulder joint, you're going to rotate it backward, right? You're going to take your hand back. Now, there is only so much you can go back once you're going back here. You're here just like this. Okay? So you're here. So this is rotating inward as you can see, and my hand is going back. Now, once you're back here, this is a massive internal rotation. You're going to try to go up from here as much as you can, and there will be a point where you're going to hit a dead end. So what do you do at that point? You're going to externally rotate it. You're going to slowly start to turn your palm all the way forward. You're going to take your hand all the way up. Try to make that big circle. When you come forward, you're going to go ahead and crisscross at the forearm. You're going to bring it all the way down. When you come down again, go ahead and press your palm all the way back. You're going to take it back and then up, back and up, back and up. Your shoulder is making that internal rotation. Again, there will be a point you can't go any higher, then you're going to externally rotate it. You're going to go ahead and bring it all the way forward. Go very slow. Imagine you're moving weights, right? And you're going to go ahead and cross it. And you're going to go ahead and bring it all the way down. So we're going to do that 2 more times. I'm going to show you the backward view. You're here rotating, rotating, rotating. And then the second you can't go up anywhere with this internal rotation, you're going to slowly start to externally rotate it. You're going to go up, up, up. You're going to crisscross at the forearm. You're going to drop it all the way down. Again, 1 more time. You're going to take an internal rotation. Internal rotation. The second you can't go back, you're going to go ahead and externally rotate it. And you're going to lift. You're lifting heavy, heavy, heavy lifting to that shoulder blade. You're going to go ahead and crisscross it. And you're going to go ahead and release it all the way down. Perfect. Just go ahead and release it. Try to do this 4 of it. If 4 is too much, start with 2. But thank you so much, guys, for taking the time to watch this. If you have any requests for any upcoming video, definitely let me know. But today, what we basically did was we worked with rotator cuff, internal, external rotation. The second one that we did was if you have any pain, we did the pendulum. We also worked with strengthening your rotator cuff, playing with that active range of motion. So another one that we did was like 4S shoulder saver, which was really good for just the mobility of your shoulder blade. And then we also did the head forward movement if you have thoracic kyphosis or the hunchback going on. We worked with all of that. So again, thank you so much for just supporting my platform and then just being here. And please let me know if there's any more topics or any